Today I'm going to show you Isabella Falls. Today's adventure starts off in Cairns. It's located in the far north region of Queensland, Australia, approximately 1700 kilometres north of Brisbane. The first thing we want to do is to head west onto Mill Road, or as locals call it, Hamilton Junction. Straight away we will encounter a roundabout. We want to take the second exit, which continues on Mill Road. Edmonton actually started off as a large sugarcane plantation back in 1883 by Thomas Swallow. This road led straight towards Hamilton Sugar Mill, thus the name Mill Road. However, the mill was closed down in 1991, but the history of the street name still remains. At this roundabout, we want to take the second exit, which then brings us onto Hamilton Drive. Fun fact, the town of Edmonton was originally named Hamilton. It was later changed in the year 1911, but to this date no one knows why it was originally named Hamilton or why it was changed to Edmonton. At these set of lights across from a McDonald's, we want to turn left onto Walker Road. Also, while driving here, if you look back into the distance along the mountains, you'll be able to see the iconic Walsh's Pyramid that's located in Gordon Vale. The next thing we want to do is to turn right here onto Wiseman Road West. You can only turn right here at the moment because they have unfinished roadworks at that corner. Up on this roundabout, we want to take the second exit, and that continues us on Wiseman Road West. We are almost at our destination. A good indication is that we're starting to get really close to the mountains, and that's where this hidden waterfall is located. Now we want to turn left onto Rainforest Road. Again, there's only one way to go on this road, but that's because of unfinished roadworks. And then finally, we want to turn right onto Waterfall Close. This ends the driving part, so we gotta park our car and then start walking. Keep in mind that this is a residential street, so parking is very limited. The starting track is right next to this grey car, but for now we need to park, and this little grey strip to the right is the perfect place to park because it's off the road and out of the way. Now the walking begins. Look for this pathway sign, and that's the start of our walking track. This path will lead us straight through the dense rainforest and up into Isabella Falls. The track will only take about 20 minutes to complete, but make sure you take your time and check out this amazing rainforest along the way. You'll eventually see a large fallen tree which has fallen across a small little river. You'll need to cross this, so watch your step because it can be quite slippery. This now opens out to a small creek and a glimpse of a very small waterfall in the background. So keep walking on the track to the left and it will eventually lead you out onto the main creek. Now the really hard part begins. Again, we want to keep left of this waterfall and the creek. So continue climbing up and around it so we can actually go behind that waterfall. Be very careful when climbing because there is loose rock everywhere. The last thing we want to do is slip or even roll an ankle. Behind this waterfall you'll see this dead end, but in fact we want to climb over this rock face, and the best way to do that is using the roots and the vines as stepping stones to make it easier to climb. Now we are at the very bottom of Isabella Falls. You can stop off here and get some pics like I did, but right now we want to climb up the path on the left so we can go even higher up to Isabella Falls. About halfway up this path we agreed to with some ropes to help us climb. These take you to the highest part of Isabella Falls if you follow all the ropes, but I suggest turning right here at the forked trees. The way I'm going now is the shortest route to the middle part of the waterfall. Just watch your step with all the loose leaves and soil. And finally, the track leads you out here to the iconic part of Isabella Falls. Here's a pic that I took of this fantastic waterfall, but I highly recommend you come and see Isabella Falls in person. My name's Trent, and I hope you like this waterfall adventure.